Put my share play up. Pop this blunt. I got a couple other guys. So let's see.
On the floor for the visiting Atlanta Hawks. At power forward, Terry Cummings. At
Hey,
shooting
Billy,
guard,
look at my shit.
Richard Hamilton. At the other forward position, Jalen Williams. At the other guard position, Steve Nash. At center, Nikola Jokic. The head coach of the visiting team is Quinn Snyder.
We in Philly, baby. Booing everybody out there. I got my stream up. We in Philly, they booing everybody out here.
At small forward, at 6'6", number 1, Kevin Booker. The other forward, at 6'7",
I said, fuck Philly. Process is over. Redemption.
At the shooting guard position,
Yeah.
6'2", number 12,
Grenade throw in the lane, fool.
at the center position, 6'11", number 7, Kevin Starting at the guard position, at 6'6", number 77, Luka Doncic.
It's opening night. Opening night. I see the introductions.
Welcome, everyone, to a brand
Who
new
got
season
traded?
of NBA basketball. I'm sure you're as excited as all of us are here at 2K Sports as we get ready to start the season in style. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. So with Nash sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Nash out there with Richard Hamilton. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Jalen Williams. And it's Cummings in at the power forward. And for Philadelphia, we've got Durant, Booker out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then there's John Morant. And it's Doncic in at the
Going to
point guard
use
position.
KD.
Here we are, Greg, in game 1 of the NBA season. How does opening night feel different from the rest of the season, the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the unknown. Everybody comes in with the highest
I'm
of
playing the guy furthest away from the
right?
ball.
You got new teammates, some new wrinkles. Still a
Lord.
lot to figure out
His bum.
and shake out over the course
forgot to set the
of a
settings
long
up.
season. And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. Can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Leonard sets a screen for KD.
Bam.
Well, you know he wants that one back. I mean, more often than not, he'll sink that mid-range jumper.
Here's Jokic.
Oh my
Makes it
Lord,
off
he
the
used
glass.
him.
This is exactly how you should use Jokic in these situations. Feed that beast inside.
Here's Doncic.
And
Here's the
one.
call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his
That
first
one on
personal
Cummings.
foul.
And Clark, it's hard to compare Luka Doncic to any other player we've seen before.
I would certainly agree with that. Ditto to that, Kevin, because he is unique. This pace is never hurried. He never gets rattled. He complains to officials a little bit more than I like to see, but he's strong. He's got great touch and feel, and he scores at all 3 levels, and he's a brilliant passer.
First quarter, just over a minute played.
Just stomping around. I did just pop the L. But I blew it out the window. Spray. Oh, we got spray. All spectrum colors.
Shot goes in. First shot, first pitch.
That's the weight room strength of Doncic right there. Fully displayed.
Here's Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got two.
A lot of bounce ability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
This is how athletic Morant is, a point guard who possesses incredible athleticism.
Back to Nash, fires for three. John Morant grabs the rebound. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Okay, Dave.
With Coach Nick Nurse. I asked him what's the hardest thing about facing Nikola Jokic. He said the way he controls the game at the offensive end. He keeps everyone involved. He's a great scorer, and you have to keep him off the offensive glass. It's a tall order, all of it. Guys?
All right, David,
Come
thanks.
on.
Terry Cummings possesses a combination of power and movement that's unique. Really gives him an edge on most nights.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
All right, fans, let's make some noise for the Utah Sixers. TNT. Let's give a big round of applause for your Sixers. TNT.
Philly out there, Gilly out there, Kevin Hart, everybody.
That's good from Cummings. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to Oklahoma City. Williams passes to Hamilton. Out of bounds, at least 76.
That's right, fight for it, Booker, that's right. Philly stop, me and Philly.
Number 22.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Doncic. Hamilton with some nice D.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And here's Nash outside. They get it back. Takes a three. Jokic kicks it over to Nash.
Oh my God.
Hits the three-point foul.
And the jump shot of Nash, poetry in motion, a super efficient shooter from downtown.
Booker left side. Leonard sets a screen for Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, she ate the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And so it's Atlanta with it. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Pass to Jokic over Durant. And it's Jokic missing.
The rebound, bro.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 2. Kicks it out to Booker. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Shrimp, he's checked in for Atlanta. The Hawks have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Bane passes to Nash. Jokic with the screen on Doncic. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Nash has got 6.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
KD against Jokic. Takes the 3. And Kevin Durant good for 3. Durant's got his second bucket tonight.
Right back at you, Durant motivated. Right in his opponent's face. No better way way to do it, and with the three of his own.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass. And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
Just a natural-born scorer, Kevin Durant is especially elusive and skilled at converting on the drive.
Outside, Bane. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. The 76ers trail.
Oh, come on.
Go, and Doncic finishes inside. Doncic has got his third basket of the night right there. Now, here's Jokic. 6 points for him. Cummings with a screen on KD. Jokic, no good. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
Here they come. Nice round of applause for your 76ers. ENT, give them a hand.
And Ball puts up a deep three. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the 76ers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Edey out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's George. Then there's LaMelo Ball. And it's Anunoby in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. I asked Quinn Snyder what he enjoys most about coaching, and the Hawks coach said the opportunity to compete in such an intense way. Also the tactics of the game and the intellectual part of player development. It's rewarding to see and have a part in someone's growth and improvement. Kevin?
Maybe that's coaching, right? Growth and development. A mind for the game for sure. I've always respected Coach Snyder. Ball against Nash. And it's sent back by Turner.
Miles Turner denying another one of the league's best shot blockers year in and year out.
And the Hawks making a change here. Williams has checked in. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Anunoby kicks to Markkanen. Off target with his 3. Atlanta's gotten fewer than half of their 3-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to the Wizards in Washington. Ball surveying the defense. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or 2 against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Yep, after a scoreless first period, he's really turned it up a notch, building some momentum.
Pass to Turner. Hamilton outside. And And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shots good by Turner.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Man, killing me.
Nash outside. Buries it from three-point range.
Hey.
Now it's a 4-point Atlanta lead.
A much better quarter for them shooting the ball.
Anytime your field goal percentage is in the high 50s, partner, you're doing something right.
And Ball slams it in.
Ball exploding off the floor for a big slam. Young fella's got some pretty good hops on it.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Jokic is checked in. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Looking for a breather. And maybe just one or two things to talk about. Atlanta making some changes. Al Harrington's checked in for Desmond Bane. And it's Nash in for Hamilton. Here's Harrington. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Harrington's got 5 points so far.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Craig, with how explosive John Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
Out to the right wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. What's great about Jokic, GA, is he can put up MVP numbers, and he's got a little personality to him, doesn't he?
He does. You can tell he just loves life. He loves everything he does, especially when he's on the floor, making his teammates better.
And Doncic throws it down.
Luka Magic has been on display tonight. He is in full control, piling up points.
Nash, the pass to Harrington.
What?
To the paint. That's good from Nash on the assist by Jokic. He's got 8.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Oh, shit. What?
Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Oh,
And that
fuck.
last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Outside Williams. Shoots the 3.
Oh, boy. Oh, good read.
Jokic,
Oh,
no good.
shoot.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are
Oh,
almost
my
identical.
God.
Battle to a standstill on the
Let's
board
go.
just really
The
been
defense
something to
so
watch.
good.
The game's not over yet.
Defensive
We'll
foul.
see if one of these
Luka
teams
Doncic.
maintains more
That's
energy
his
than the
second
other going down the
personal
stretch.
Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Cummings, he's checked in for the Hawks. Hamilton comes in for Steve Nash. To the inside. Here's Doncic. Doncic with this strong move inside.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their
Oh,
money's
yeah,
worth
Luka.
and then some.
No.
KD finds Morant.
No.
Morant slams it in.
About putting some extra on that dunk.
Boy, getting up for me right now. He getting up for me
Close
right now.
game or not, he's going to
He getting up for me right
firm
now.
when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Oh,
And finished off by Williams.
And very few guys can move the ball like Nash. He knows where his shooters are at all times and makes feeding them look easy.
Here's Durant. Rebounded by the Hawks.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever.
No.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it
Man.
down.
And that'll do it for the first half. Of
KD just missed that little chipper.
It's Atlanta leading by. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away.
You think he's still talking in there?
Folks, we'll be back for the second half.
Still
of
talking.
basketball
Now, you know,
right after
niggas
this.
is bored to death. They sit home and say one thing and an hour later respond off his own shit.
Looking at Philadelphia, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of
Three-way
games.
tie right now? What's going on?
And a look back now at the first half
Who is it?
as the Sixers have a tight game on their hands.
They're getting bullied on the defensive end.
Who?
Punch in the mouth, kicked in the teeth, but they're still standing. That says something.
Yeah, giving up so many easy.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop
Whoa.
in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
So with Nash sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Quinn Snyder right now. Cummings is out there with Williams. Then it's Nash.
Oh my
And it's
God.
Nikola Jokic.
Jesus
That's
Christmas, these
Hamilton
guys
for
are
the
missing
two.
90-something
Reggie
overall.
Hamilton on the
Missing
wing.
stupid shots, man. I gotta play defense.
Pass to Jokic. Cruising basketball from Jokic.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop
you,
Jokic. I
man.
mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
Doncic. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries.
Boom.
He's shooting 78%.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Williams
way.
for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next one. That'll be the second game of a 5-game homestand.
Come on.
Moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. John Morant was the first NBA guard in a quarter century to lead the league in points in the paint. He says, I can't just rely on dunking every single play, so I need different types of finishes to get my shot off, whether it's high off the glass, the reverse, or hanging in the air forever. And Kevin, he just says it so casually. Back to you.
No.
I know it. But look, David, he doesn't do it casually, right? He is a one-man
danger.
and finished by Morant.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And we'll have a timeout call
That's
by
fine. We
Quinn
didn't take this
Snyder.
thing back.
He wants
Spectrum
to
going
get
crazy.
straightened out with his team.
TV, whatever it's called. It's the old Spectrum. A Wells Fargo Center. That's the bank down here.
Edie's checked in for Philadelphia. Lowry Marketing comes in for Leonard.
Substitution for your 76ers. Ede.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Sinks the three-pointer.
That high release of the Joker,
Jesus
if you're defending
Christ.
him, you better stay home.
I didn't put Lauren
And so
Marketing in the
Doncic
game.
will bring it up for the 76ers. A 2-point game.
Put 8.
Doncic to the rack. Just 5 to shoot. Going in. Oh, Doncic, what a slam.
Did you guys see that from Luka? My goodness, some extra sauce
Damn, I
there.
hope this nigga hit a
On our
3.
TNT 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson.
Good game.
Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly fit for that position.
Definitely
Go KD, I won.
similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning is right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
And the 76ers making a change here. Ayton's checked in.
76er, number 4, DeAndre.
Jokic inside.
No!
Rebounded by
Lindy.
DeAndre.
That's why I put them
Well,
in.
you know, stopping him is never
in.
easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
That's why I put them niggas in.
Ayton a screen on Hamilton.
That one!
Shooting
That's why I
foul.
put them
As the
big
whistle
guys in.
blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first.
It's going to be on Jokic.
One of the things that's
Hands
really
in front of
impressive
Joker
about
face.
Luka Doncic is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body, and becoming a better athlete. That spells trouble
Right,
for the
take it
league.
right back up, baby.
That one's good, Ayton.
And now you
Oh,
see
you got
them
you
starting
guys
to
in.
really work the ball inside.
Here's Williams.
Oh,
Oh, my, what a play.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I
Luka.
like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see
Oh, we
just
we getting to the
a
free throw line. We got to
sure-handed
put these
lay in
in.
there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
For Philadelphia, they have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
Doncic. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
And he's letting
three.
a lot of points
Free
get away
throws.
at the free throw line tonight. It's got to be frustrating to have all that hard work not pay off.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Markkanen, he's checked in for DeAndre. OG Anunoby comes in for Kevin Durant.
Oh,
and it's
Lee.
Paul George in for John Morant. Baines checked in for the Hawks. 76ers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And Doncic, here we go. If it counts.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Jokic inside.
Oh,
and that's
come
a
on.
foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And a wide open look for Payne. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Doncic.
Oh,
The rebound
Luka,
goes
come
to
on.
Nash. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third.
Oh,
Took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws.
Hey, night in and night out, Jokic is taking
That's right.
and relishing the contact.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, you know, for me, when you can convert this many times in the paint, I think that's a sign that your offense is really in a healthy state.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Now, Ball. He's got 10, 6 to shoot. Driving the lane. Count it, good. Ball's got 12.
A master at creating space in the two-man game. That's LaMelo Ball.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Edey. Leonard comes in for Markkanen. Booker, he's checked in for OG Anunoby. And it's Morant in for George. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Atlanta. Harrington comes in for Cummings.
defense.
And so cunning on the drive. Hamilton sees an opening and just slashes in there.
Ball with the bucket. He's got 14.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Bane kicks to Turner. Pass to Hamilton. Turner with a screen on Morant. Here's Hamilton.
No way.
The shot will not fall.
Good D.
Morant with some nice D. The 76ers leading by 3. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. And finished off by KD.
Boy, using this momentum to his advantage when Durant takes off towards the rim. Watch out below.
Hawks have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. And here's Nash. 8 points for him. Harrington with a screen on ball. Here's Nash.
No.
He could go.
No.
No good on the last attempt. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the 76ers. And of everything he's doing well. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
That's right, fans. It's the fourth quarter.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Morant is out there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Durant in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
And Nash just making it look too easy. I mean, he's got one of the purest shooting strokes in all of basketball.
The drive-by ball. Down low. It's by Harrington. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. And finished off by Williams.
And we could have been looking at a 2-possession game, but that was a huge mistake on the turnover. Now, nerves becoming a factor.
Here's Durant. Again, Philadelphia.
Sweet mid-range jumper for Kevin Durant. He's dialed in wherever he shoots it from.
Williams kicks to Harrington. Jokic inside. Guarded by KD. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bane.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Doncic is checked in for Philadelphia. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. Now, he emphasized it's anybody's game right now.
Oh, my God.
He told his guys to focus on finishing the task at hand and not to get distracted. He wants them to go out there and play with authority. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Yeah, Bane has really good passing instincts. He can spot those gaps in the defense.
KD, that's for 2. Rebound by Williams.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
Good on the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Durant, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
He is one of the longer wings in the game. Durant knows a thing or two about drawing fouls.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
How great have they been? I mean, shooting the ball from outside the arc, they have absolutely been lights out.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
Here's Doncic. Pulls up on the elbow. Good. Nothing but net. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
I think it's the in-between game, along with his savvy and ball handling, that separates Luka as a world-class scorer.
Williams dishes to Turner.
Yes, sir.
Rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Let's go, Luka.
Doncic powers it home.
Luka with so many physical gifts, taking flight right there.
Nash gets to Cummings. Back to Nash. to Cummings. Hamilton outside. Turner with a screen on Doncic. No good from Hamilton.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Doncic missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of
That's right, he was
defense they want to see out of him.
Jokic is checked in for Turner.
Number 15, Nikola Jokic.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Williams against Doncic. Tipped away.
Oh
and
my
stolen by Nash.
Gee, right. No way they can grip. Oh yeah, good D.
And stolen by Booker. Outside
Shit.
Leonard. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Doncic. Doncic going to work.
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Inside.
Oh my God, you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Did you see that? Offensive fucking foul. Get out of here. Boom! Skinny ass KD.
Lead is cut to just one on the basket from Jokic.
When it's an important possession, Jokic steps up big.
Outside Leonard. Wants to get it.
KD didn't like that. KD didn't like that.
Left to play here in the fourth.
KD didn't like that. He didn't like that. He didn't like that. KD ain't like that.
Always deliver in the clutch, and he's got it going right now. That's who they want to.
KD ain't like, oh no. No.
The assist goes to Nash. Nash has got 6 assists here tonight.
Jokic, a safe bet in the clutch.
Oh, you can't give me that space.
Yes, even he has to miss one of those.
No way.
Once in a while.
And it's Jokic missing. And so Doncic will bring it up for Philadelphia. The lead is 2. Takes it inside.
Just love seeing a player.
Luka Bags.
Absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected,
Going
and
crazy in the
confident
stadium.
in the
We're in the
biggest moment
playoffs.
of the game. Yes.
Pass to Jokic.
Oh yeah.
To the middle.
Oh yeah.
And now with a
Oh
second
yeah.
foul intentional.
Fuck the joke. Fuck the joke.
And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this
Ah.
drive,
No fear or hesitation in the eyes of Doncic.
That's why he smiled. Look, we did that. Way to fight toward the end. Way to fight down the stretch, everybody.
It's a chance for
We're not going to give up.
group and
Philly.
Jokic passes to Cummings. Inside, here's Nash.
That's right, Luka.
It drops. And now they trail by just 4.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what? Who knows? If he misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Pass to Cummings. Here's Hamilton. His three-pointer's off the mark. So they foul intentionally.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Richard Hamilton. That's his second personal foul. 15 foul.
First free throw is good, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Devin Booker. 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 9-point ball game here.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin.
So the 76ers
We'll fight back. We'll fight back at home.
It seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
See y'all later, Billy. If you're still awake.
Once they
You got a whole
started to
season.
really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts.
Joker's killing it.
The Jets now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kawhi. The defense, of course, keyed
Other
in
than
on
Kawhi
slowing
talk?
you down tonight, but
What
your
happened?
teammates stepped up. How important is that for you?
It feels great, you know. That's what a championship
It is
team
birdie.
about. You know, when your star's not going or they double teaming you, then you got other guys knocking out big shots like they did tonight.
The others came correct, man, and you got the dub. Congrats.
He
Back to
missed.
you.
All right, David, thank you.
Who might have
And that
done it?
about does it for the first game of the new NBA season.
Yeah. 2 for 2 downtown.